Hola mi amigos, hold on to your sombreros because we're making Huevos Rancheros for breakfast. Huevos Rancheros means ranch eggs or rancher's eggs, and they're fried eggs served on a toasted corn tortilla, and they're smothered then with warm salsa. Now there's a few different ways to make this wonderful dish, and I'm so excited to share with you how I do it at home. Now in my version, I use 2 lightly toasted corn tortillas beneath a layer of refried beans and melted Monterey-cheddar cheese. I feature 2 fried eggs sunny side up, flanked by some Pico de Gallo and some avocado slices, garnished with some warm salsa and Cotija cheese. Now you may have to use a few more pots and pans for this meal, but trust me, it's gonna be so worth it. To start us off, we first need to make a salsa. Now my quick salsa is a family go-to because of how easy it is to make. We'll make enough to keep some for later, so after your hard day of work, this delicious salsa will be waiting for you to enjoy with a bag of your favorite corn tortilla chips. Now start by roasting off a jalapeno, half a sweet onion, and a garlic bulb in an oven that's preheated to 450 degrees. Now to roast, I simply drizzle some olive oil over all of the veggies and hit it with a bit of salt and pepper. And I like to use parchment paper here. Now this is totally optional. If you don't have time, you could always use fresh ingredients and uncooked ingredients here. But ideally, I'd suggest making this salsa the night before, saving you a step in the morning. Now once you finish roasting, allow it to cool for a bit. Now grab your blender and start by adding a can of whole tomatoes. Feel free to strain some liquid if you want the salsa to be a little thicker. Next, the jalapeno, simply deskin, deseed, and then add it in. Add in the sweet onion, and then add the garlic. Because the garlic is soft, I cut the bulb in half and squeeze it like toothpaste. This technique works really well, just to get it all out there. Now let's add the rest of the ingredients. Some cilantro, a little olive oil, cracked pepper, ground cumin, oregano, my secret ingredient, soy sauce, and finally the zest of a lime, and then juiced it. Throw the lid on and let it rip, blending until desired consistency. Okay, let's pour it in a bowl and see how we did. Perfect. So good, so delicious, flavorful, and so fresh. You're gonna love this. This is gonna be great. Okay, now let's make our Pico de Gallo side. Super simple. We just need to cut 1/4 of a white onion into small dices. Next, zest half of a lime and then juice it. The acidity of the lime will start to mellow out the onions right away. Small dice of tomato. And finally, rough chop some cilantro. Give it all a quick mix, and you've got yourself some Pico de Gallo. We are moments away, but we have to do one more thing, okay? We need to make some refried beans. This is also super simple to do. Just get a small pot and empty a can of pinto beans with the liquid all together in the pot. Now, yes, we could boil our own pinto beans, and although arguably they do taste better, if you're looking to shave off time, the can is the way to do it. Now, salt and pepper the beans, and then lastly, my secret ingredient, bacon grease. Yes, that is what makes the beans taste so amazing. We always keep leftover bacon grease in a cup in the fridge just for this occasion. It's truly a secret. My wife's kind of mad at me for sharing this, but I'm like, the people gotta know, right? Okay, the last thing you need to do is blend this bad boy. You could use a potato masher or an immersion blender to do this. So here we are, and you know what time it is. It's time for some Huevos Rancheros, baby. Okay, vámonos. Start by heating a non-stick skillet over medium-high heat. Let's go ahead and toast 2 corn tortillas. Flipping them halfway through to ensure that they both sides get toasted. Now, using the same skillet, add a bit of butter or oil, and we're going to fry 2 eggs. We'll fry them to your liking. I'll do the basic sunny side up here, but you can go ahead and do easy over or scrambled, however you wish. Good. And while the eggs are cooking, let's go ahead and start plating by layering a coat of refried beans over your tortillas. Now I'll add also some Monterey-cheddar cheese here so it can melt a little bit. Then let's fan some avocados here on the side. Let's also add a small bed of Pico de Gallo right here. Next, let's put these eggs right here on top. Now, using the same hot skillet, add a ladleful of salsa. Now return it back to heat and give it a toss. Once hot, go ahead and drizzle it all over the side of the eggs or on top of the eggs, your call. Oh yeah, that looks so good. Okay, and then to top it all off, we're going to garnish it with a little bit of Cotija cheese. And boom, now you have Huevos Rancheros. Yes, the only thing left to do now is give it a little bit of a taste. Cheers. The pico, the salsa, and the lime, they all make this dish so light and fresh. And it really does a good job balancing well with the eggs and the beans. Wow, what a nice hot meal that's so well balanced. This is the perfect meal to kick off your workday. So there you have it, Huevos Rancheros, and a quick stop to Mexico. Cheers. Hi, I'm Chef Chris Wesley, and if you like this video, please support by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing. Hit me up with questions and let me know what you want me to make next. Thanks so much.